We never turned the microphone on, and we never added another camera. So, because we're in a hurry now, we have to add the camera.
Oh,
It doesn't seem to be working.
like for Halloween.
So,
Oh my gosh.
what? So, this is going to be fun since we're already live. My gosh. This is awful. Yeah, so super interesting. And we're live, so we got to keep going. We got to go with it, Heather. We got to.
Okay.
Can you see if we're on? We got to go with it. Just go with it. Just roll. I have no idea how you're going to do your demonstration tonight, but it's going to be great.
Okay, yes, we are. We're live. We're looking over here like there's
Yeah.
something
So
crazy going on
there really
as
is.
usual.
So yeah, we have a situation. I don't know how we're coming back from this one.
All right. Well, hopefully it'll fix itself.
Yeah. It's Yeah, we definitely got a problem here. So we're going to pretend that there's nothing wrong, and we probably should start talking because people are going to get upset. They're not even going to know who
Yes,
we
we'll
are.
just have to do it
So,
that way.
well,
Okay.
guys, well, we're having a lot of fun with some technical difficulties. Good evening. I am Tim.
And I'm Heather Kaufman.
And we run a page called Fat Man Rants. Together, we've lost 290 pounds, but more importantly, we've regained our health. We live a healthy, happy, and active life on a whole food, plant exclusive diet. We come to you guys on Sunday nights at around 8 o'clock, give or take, because we know what happened to us is out there for anyone. And if we can do it,
You can too.
what you don't know behind the scenes, Heather's going to be making this really cool smoothie tonight.
Where's my chat?
Right now, that's probably the least of our worries. But
Yes, Suzanne, I'm cooking. My favorite kind of cooking.
and so I'm not sure we could do this, but we're going to give it the best shot we can.
Please start something camera.
And it's not going to work, but it's all good. So we don't really know what we're going to do. We should, if you could talk to people, that would be great.
Okay.
Because I don't know what to do.
Challenge for. I can't.
Um, Okay, Lauren, it's funny you say that because, well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not panicking at all. We could actually throw this one up here for next month.
So I came up with a challenge for all of us for next month, and it is going to be.
You can
Is
tell.
it there? Okay. Uh, I I was talking with Tim, and I said I wanted to do another challenge, and I feel like we always are talking about food and moving, but we always forget that the things we say to ourselves can either help us or um, harm us and give us negative thoughts. So my thing was for the next 30 days to do our 30 minutes of purposeful movement and to start maybe the day if you can to read something positive for 10 minutes.
Yeah, so it's kind of, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was dead set against the challenge because we got a huge group of people coming into the 5x5, and I really need to focus on that. And I said, Heather, I cannot do the challenge. And she said, well, I want to run one and I have my own idea. So I said, you go for it. So hers is really cool. It's 10 by 30 mind and motion challenge, 10 minutes of reading something positive, 30 minutes of purposeful motion. And I think it's a great idea because you're right, we have more inputs than just food. Yeah.
And what we focus on every day,
Yeah.
the thoughts,
So
the things that, we come across during the day. And if we can start with some positive things, it might help us get through the day a lot easier.
yeah,
And it does for me.
I think I think what I like most about it is the idea that you're not telling people to read a certain thing, right? Oh, you want me to get your chest?
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're not telling people to
Right.
get a certain thing, and I or to to
Yeah, to
read.
read a certain
Yeah,
thing, saying read this book or read that.
right,
It can
right, right.
be anything that is positive for you.
Yes, even the back of a paint can if you're trying to paint something. Just kidding.
No, that
Okay,
would be stressful to me.
okay. So speaking of stressful, you guys couldn't see behind the scenes. We had a real crap show going on here. To be, it was awful.
It was like, how
It
do
was it was awful. It was absolutely awful. We tried to fake it. I hope we did a good job faking if we looked really off because the camera was like blinking all. It was awful, but it's fixed now,
okay.
and I'm super happy about that because I was a little bit freaking out. So
Hello, Joe and Cheryl, and hello, Lynn. And you're not good at this with chats.
sorry.
Claudia, and hello, Trisha. And I'll answer, one of us will answer you at the end.
Yes. So okay, so we got to get going, but before we do that, I don't what
You,
is it this thing?
yes.
Okay, how is that?
Thank you. Now you got to get this. See, I run this part.
You run that part.
There. Now leave
With
it there.
this it's like we're launching a spaceship most nights around here. To be fair, we just got off of a Zoom call and raced out here to do this. So that's why we're kind of in a little tither today. But I'm glad it's all working out. Heather, you're going to make a very special treat.
That's right.
And don't tell people what it is because we left it blank. We left it blank. It's like a word game. I did that on purpose. So why don't you go get crack-a-lackin'? We'll turn the microphone around. No, I don't think so either. So I'm gonna flip the camera as long as she doesn't bounce it off the tripod. And all right. So if you didn't know, oh wait, I forgot to tell you guys something super important. So it's while Heather's getting her stuff ready here. It's the last day for our dollar deal on the membership. You can get in the dollar, or you can get into the Veggie Vault membership for just $1. It actually ends tomorrow. I think we had over 30 people join the Veggie Vault just today, which is super exciting because it's the last day to get $1 for the first month. You can cancel anytime for any reason. We won't be mad. We'll miss you, but we won't be mad at you. That said, Heather is doing something else. Oh, you don't need gloves. No, you don't. Okay, here we go. So, oh, Suzanne, you're so close, but no. And I actually deleted words on purpose that would trip people up to make you think that. So, let me flip flop the camera.
Got it ready. Am I there?
You're there.
I'm here. All right. So I wanted to give you guys something, a nice treat. We're always cooking these great, wonderful meals, but it's nice to have treats. And when we had the cafe, my favorite part of the cafe was making smoothies. If I could have just had a smoothie bar, that would have been my favorite jam. So tonight I'm going to give you a treat that I really enjoy. As the seasons are changing now, I wanted to come up with my favorite autumn, fall pumpkin spice smoothie.
No, pumpkin spice.
So I have 9 ounces of almond milk that I'm going to put in. And the reason why I have the glove on is because I don't want sticky hands from the bananas.
That's a fancy measuring cup
I
you got
know.
there.
I know. Oh, wait, I do need the glasses for this.
Oh, geez.
So it's going to be 9 ounces of almond milk or whatever plant-based milk you'd like.
9 ounces.
9 ounces of almond milk. There, you can put that top on. And then I have 2 cups of sliced frozen bananas. And the reason why I use the frozen bananas, I feel like it makes the smoothie a lot thicker. I would rather have it thicker than thin, but you can use fresh if you like as well. I just happen to like the frozen. Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got,
So far I have the almond milk, the bananas.
and what would you say 2 cups of bananas is like?
Probably it depends on the size of a banana. So anywhere from maybe 1.5 to 2
Sure,
bananas.
sure.
Then I took 2 regular dates with some water to soften them. I put them in the microwave for 30 seconds. You probably could use maybe 1 medjool date. I just use 2 regular dates. If you like it a little sweeter, you can maybe use 3. All right. And then I have a 1/4 cup of pumpkin,
And what kind of pumpkin is that?
just pumpkin, just pumpkin that comes in the can, not any
Not
pumpkin
pie
pie. Nope, just pumpkin, natural, 100% pumpkin.
Yes.
All right. And then last, I have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. All righty.
Mm, we need Jeopardy music.
Well, you can do it.
No, I'm good.
Let's make sure that's on right.
Now, why did you use that instead of the Vitamix?
Because it works so much easier and it's less of a mess to clean up. All righty.
So the one thing about the Vitamix will definitely do a thicker smoothie, but this is a little on the thin. Oh no, it's not. This is a nice.
Because we use frozen bananas.
Perfect. Oh, she's heaping it right up.
All right. And there is your great cold treat for the fall season. Now that ice cream season's ending, you can still make some nice treats at home. Any kind of smoothie you want, do whatever you like in it. It's yours. Make it yours.
Dunzo. Very good, Heather. Very good. Dun, dun. And now I have to run all this stuff. Isn't that nice? Oh, you have so many questions. So, Heather, how many smoothies would you imagine that you've made in the past 5 years?
I can't even imagine.
Well, it's thousands and thousands. We know that. So, yeah, pumpkin and spice smoothie.
Yes. And you can add in whatever you like. I've added blueberries in before. I made it with tablespoon of peanut butter.
Yeah, smoothies are fun. Smoothies are a nice treat, and they don't have to be sugar-filled crap. Like they're pretty clean. If you want to sweeten them, toss a couple dates in there. But for the most part, they're pretty clean.
Right.
Yes. And so if you didn't know this, Heather and I had a little bit of a competition going when we had the restaurant because she did the pumpkin pie. We called that our pumpkin pie. And I did apple pie. And I would suspect that my apple pie smoothie was worse than her pumpkin pie. You thought I was going to say better. No, the pumpkin. I'm not a fan of pumpkin. Yeah, I think people liked both of them. I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin, but I will say that's good. Only thing I would do is like hit that cinnamon a little harder, but not everyone likes it that strong. So yeah, so Trisha just asked. What kind of, I lost track here. There, floor. Yeah, neutral. Thank you, Lauren. It's a neutral bullet. So the Vitamix is definitely more powerful. But the NutriBullet is really fast and it's super easy to clean and it's great for single servings. So if we were making more than one serving, we would use the Vitamix. Right. Yes.
And yes, you're right, Suzanne. Nice quick recipe so we can get watching that game.
Oh yeah, my watch is going off about Go Bills and I didn't even know they were playing. That's how bad I am. So would you do me a favor?
Yes. Would
you mind going back around this way so you don't trip on anything? Would you mind getting the little packs of the, because Heather probably wanted you, should I turn the other camera on so you could talk to that one? The little packs of yeah, this is actually a neat trick that Heather showed me this morning. We were making pancakes. We we were out of blueberry, and I'll show you what she got out. This pretty nifty. Should I flip the camera here? Yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera back. Yeah. So talk to us about these neat little packets you got.
So I'm not sure if Aldi's has them all the time, but Aldi's has these little pre-made packets already made up, frozen. It has, this one happens to have the kale, blueberry, strawberry, and raspberry in it. So we actually used this when we made our pancakes this morning.
Yes, thank you. That's great.
And they have a couple, there's another variety as well, but I can't remember what that one was.
Because that had kale and like tropical fruit.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, that's a nice little hack because you got your greens and your berries all in one little package. And at first I was like, that's going to be gross in pancakes. But the kale and berries were actually pretty good in our pancakes this morning.
Yeah.
So I was pretty impressed. But that's a really nice hack if you want to get those greens in there. The other thing that you can do if you're really hardcore smoothie, I learned this from Dr. Greger, you can actually make these freezer packs up ahead of time with a slice of ginger, a little piece of beet. You could put some carrot, and you can have it all kind of pre-packed in the freezer to make your smoothie as well. Sometimes we sneak some flaxseed in there so we get that nice omega-3.
Yeah.
All good stuff.
Hello,
Okay.
Camille.
Okay, so Roanoke, we're going to go run a race there someday. Camille, Heather's got her eye on one of them. Okay, I'm going to go back to this. I'm really super proud of all of us, self included, that did the September challenge.
Yep.
There was a couple days where I'm not going to lie, I was pretty bummed out that I got home at like 9 at night and had to go take a walk. But it is what it is. We got it done together. I'm super proud of us. A lot of people to string 30 days together of purposeful movement. It was a lot. And I think we all did a very good job. That said, if you're just joining us, people were asking for another challenge. I told Heather I don't have time. And she ended up coming up with her own challenge that we'll show you right here. The challenge, why don't you read it?
10 minutes of reading something positive. If you want to start your morning off that way, for me, I tend to do better if I do that in the morning and helps me to get throughout the day or whenever you find it possible to get that done. And then the 30 minutes of purposeful movement, motion, whatever it is that you like to do. I just thought this would be something good along with our motion to have something positive to start our day or to have during the day.
Yes, because wellness is more about what we eat and what we do for activities. It's, and it has a lot to do with our emotional health as well. So I think that's a great idea. It's a great challenge. I know I will be doing 10 minutes. I read every day. Does audio reading?
Yeah. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You need 10 minutes of something positive.
Just get some positive stuff into that brain. Okay, the next question that I get, our challenge is dumb. Let me tell you why people think challenges are dumb. Let me know in the comments if a challenge has ever changed your life, and I'll give you my answer in just a minute. So challenges by nature are very temporary, and I think that's why they get a very bad rap. Some people say you could do anything for 30 days, right? And then what do you do? But here's the thing. There's a little hidden gem inside of a challenge. A lot of people are doing challenges. It seems like they're all the fad, all the craze, the 75 hard, all that stuff. But I think if you look at how you perceive the challenge can mean the difference between habit change or just trying to get, the pot of gold at the end of the 30-day rainbow. Do you know what I mean? There's no pot of gold. I checked. No. But what I mean by that is a lot of people will kind of diss the 30 days because what are you doing? It's just 30 days. A lot of times these gyms will have 30-day challenges where you win money, and people are just trying to do that to win the money, win the prize, get the challenge. But the reality is many people have started their journeys on a 30-day challenge, myself included. I always laugh at New Year's resolutions because most people, over 90% of the population, will make a New Year's resolution 10 times in a row until they decide maybe it's not for them. Think about the 10 years, a decade of the same resolution. That said, you only need one challenge, you only need one resolution to stick. And for that, for me, it saved my life.
Right.
So, our challenge is bad? I don't think so.
Me neither.
But
and then Lauren says it was a kickoff to consistency for her.
Yeah, and Lauren, that's the way to look at these. You know, they're not going to fix everything in 30 days, but they get, and even for me, you know, like I'm actually looking at this next 30-day chunk. The other thing that the 30 days does is like, oh, who Tony Horton used to say that you can do anything for 30 days, and you really can. And I think it's a great way to chunk lifestyle change up, right? We can put it into smaller pieces. And I think it's more manageable if we just got to get to the 30 days instead of the next 30 years.
Right.
So what's your take on challenges? Did you find them challenging?
Yes. Some days, yeah.
Some days,
yes. It's challenging if you're not going through your day, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I forgot I was going to do that. And like you said, you did it in the evening. And but will you put that just like you did the other challenge? You'll be able to get the sheet.
I think I have a way to make that even easier, but we can worry about that. Let's finish one challenge. Right. We still have tomorrow to finish out our challenge. One thing I will say, because I know you're going to be very humble about this, but I was really impressed. A lot of times Heather would go run, you know, I don't know how many miles, but I'm sure it wasn't short. And then I'd come home and I'd be like grumbling a little bit. I got to go for a 30-minute walk because it's my weight training rest day. And she would get her shoes on and then do 30 minutes with me to keep me company while I went for a walk. So she doubled up a lot.
Well, it's nice, beautiful weather.
Yeah, which is almost gone. It's almost gone. But all right.
It's good to get out when you can.
It is. So join our challenges. We have 4 things to say, really. Wow. So join the challenge. Where we keep the challenges is in the Facebook group called Getting Healthy Together. Fat Man's Getting Healthy Together. Right. That's where the most activity. And by the way, if you're not in that group, what are you waiting for? There are some amazing people. They're so inspirational. They get me all fired up. I need to spend more time in there. That's the first thing. The second thing is the Veggie Vault $1 deal ends today. I put a link somewhere. I forgot exactly where it is, but it'll be the last time you can get into the membership for $1. There's literally thousands of hours of content and recipes in there, and you could go in there for $1 and have a wealth of information. And if you don't like it, you just cancel your subscription and you're done. No questions, no judgment. The other thing that we need to talk about is Tampa. We're going to be in Tampa.
November 2nd for Veg Fest.
Yes. And I'll be speaking there at some point. I think at noon. I forgot when it is, and there's that. And then the last thing is, if you are local, we have our meetup coming up on Saturday the 5th, I believe is the day. Yes. This next Saturday coming up. So hope to see you there. It is Saturday the 5th at 12 o'clock. Yes. And if you know, you know. And lastly, one more little plug for Heather's first ever solo challenge, the 10x30 Mind and Motion Challenge. So get in the group. There's nothing to sign up for, but we give you a little checkoff sheet and we'll get that posted soon. You know what we never did tonight? What? Put the overlay on. Oh. Silly goose. All right, guys, we should get out of here. Have a great day, a great evening, and a great week, and we will see you next week. Wait, you know what? Since it was smoothie night, you should tell people, have a smooth week. Okay. You just did. All right. Have a smooth week. And until next time, eat plants, move your body. All you got to do is a little more than you did yesterday. Go crush this week. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but go Bills.